On this week's episode of What's Up Weekly, we learn more about the Hoosier Film Festival.
And we sit down and talk with the Little 500 bike team as they prepare for the big race. What's Up Weekly starts now.
Hello and welcome to What's Up Weekly. I'm Ashton Ackman.
And I'm Callie Lichter. This past weekend at the Buskirk Chumley Theater welcomed filmmakers from all over Indiana to celebrate the 2022 Hoosier Films Annual Festival. The festival celebrated its first ever in-person event after Hoosier Films was created during the pandemic in 2020. Bloomington residents had the opportunity to view more than 30 feature-length and short films exclusively made by filmmakers across the state of Indiana. Hoosier Films co-founders Meredith McGriff and Thomas DiCarlo created the festival as a way to help Indiana filmmakers build connections and give Bloomington residents a chance to meet local celebrities.
The fact that it's an Indiana festival gives everybody here locally an opportunity to come out and meet filmmakers who are working right in their state. And I think folks who support the arts really love that opportunity to meet people who are creators right here.
If you are interested in watching films from the festival, you can stream all of them through an annual subscription at HoosierFilms.com.
The Bloomington Farmers Market will return to its outdoor venue this Saturday. As the weather gets warmer, vendors move from the winter market at Switchyard Park to the summer market next to City Hall. This summer, there will be a variety of vendors, including both local and international foods. Cortland Carrington, who is the Farmers Market Advisory Council president, said even with colder temperatures sticking around, the summer market will kick off this weekend.
I keep my fingers crossed we have good weather, but all the vendors are, pretty salt of the earth people, and they're not afraid to be out there in tents with, snow even coming down. We've seen it happen, so we're always ready for it.
Rain or shine, the stands will be open on Saturday morning at 8 a.m.
This weekend was an exciting one because for the first time in 3 years, the Little 500 held qualifications. Today in studio, we have Abby Teed, who is on the Writers' Council and part of the Melanzana cycling team, Olivia Hubbard, who is on the Theta cycling team and also on the Writers' Council, and race director Hank Duncan to talk to us about the process. Thank you guys for joining us today.
First off, could you guys tell us about what you guys do?
Yeah, so we're part of Writers' Council, so it's a group of students that are leaders on campus and on bike teams, and we meet to make decisions for both the field as well as just all of Little 5 as a whole.
We're also a resource to new and developing teams and help to facilitate safety on and off the track.
So what have your positions looked like during COVID?
Yeah, I think during COVID, it's definitely been a transition. Obviously, Little 5 did not happen during COVID the 1 year, and then last year it was with reduced capacity. So it has been different coming back to full kind of capacity, getting the fans, getting more students involved. So for, in particular, Abby and I have been working to get more riders involved this year, particularly, and increase the women's field. Last year was only 17 teams, and this year we are up to 22 women's teams, so that's exciting.
How long have each of you been a rider individually?
I started the first week of my freshman year, and I'm a senior, so 4 years.
I started freshman year in the spring, so yeah, and I'm a senior as well.
What about you?
So when I came into school, same thing, started with the team first week freshman year and went through my senior year.
So I also saw that you came back. I mean, you're graduated now. So what brought you back to the Little 500?
So once I graduated from IU in 2019, I honestly did not think I would ever move back here. I love Bloomington, but it's a college town. But COVID derailed some career plans and changed some things up. And when this job opened up, I thought this would be the job that I would come back to Bloomington for, and no regrets there.
What are your guys' favorite parts about the race? I'm sure it's different for everybody.
My favorite is Being an independent team, all of our alumni, that's one of their primary friend groups. So everyone comes back each year, like all of the years. The founder of my team, and then like our newest alumni that just graduated last year. So I love like the whole community and seeing everyone together again.
Yeah, I was going to say something similar. The community is definitely huge. This year already, we saw with qualifications, having fans back in the stands was a huge change of energy for us. So all of that and just everyone coming together, having friends on different teams, things like that. It's just a fun night, fun day.
I would second all of that. It's all about the community. On April 22nd, 23rd, we compete against each other, but the other 364 days, we're friends. It's one community. But to go into one moment that I would say is special to all of us is when you're either on the track or in the pit box starting that race and you hear back home and get an Indiana play, it brings back all of the emotions, and it is a special moment for all of us.
So this is one of my favorite questions. It's a little bit hard. You guys can have a little time to think. But describe the race in 3 words or less, but preferably 3 words.
Fast. I think on the track it's fast, but you don't realize how quickly it's going until it's over. You train all year for this event, and before you know it, it's over. It's done.
Yeah, I would say moments. It is really made up of a collection of moments, and it's really fun. There's so many great moments throughout the race, but it also can change at the drop of a hat.
I would say probably exciting and emotional. Like, you train all year for one day, so everything just kind of comes out at the end, and yeah.
Well, thank you guys for coming in and talking to us today. It was really cool.
Of course, good to be here.
Yeah.
Coming up after the break, we're talking all things Oscars. You already know what we're going to be mentioning with this week's trending topics.
And stay tuned for this week's segment of the Bloomington Brief with Austin Rubin and Simon Mayer. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. I'm Austin Rubin.
And I'm Simon Mayer. I'll be the first to say it, the Oscars were pretty weird. It was another boring broadcast with no memorable moments. I would like to make more jokes about the Oscars, but I don't want Will Smith to slap me on camera. I guess paper really does beat rock.
A team of scientists have allegedly discovered what they believe to be the most boring person in the world. They knew he was the most boring person in the world because he graduated from the Kelley School of Business.
This weekend, 300 people participated in the B-Town Throwdown Pickleball Tournament, which disappointed a record-breaking 600 parents.
City officials are hearing major public outcry from a new TikTok trend where kids freeze Orbeez and shoot them at one another and cause serious damage. You've heard of Nerf or nothing. Get ready for Orbeez or, oh no.
A high school teacher in Elkhart, Indiana was charged with battery and granted early retirement after security footage showed him hitting a student. Then, 15 minutes later, he won an Oscar for actor in a leading role. That's right, I'm still on the Will Smith thing.
An alligator caused panic after wandering into a Florida post office, and yet it still did less damage than delivery drivers do when they throw packages on your doorstep.
And that's this week briefed. Ashton and Cali, over to you.
Thanks, Austin and Simon. You know, an alligator walking into a post office sounds like the start to a really good joke.
Yes, it does. Great segment this week, boys.
And welcome to the Oscars edition of Trending Topics. We'll get to that slap in a second, but first, let's talk about the winners from Sunday night.
Yes, we can take a moment to not talk about what everybody else has been talking about. So notable winners here: Best Picture, Coda won that one. An actress in a leading role, Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy Faye. We've all talked about this before. Will Smith for King Richard, an actor in a leading role. And then an actress in a supporting role, Ariana Dubose for West Side Story, Tony Castor for Coda. Original song, No Time to Die, and this was a nice one that we've probably all seen, animated featured film Encanto took home an award. That was a good film.
Oh yeah, I've seen it probably over 15 times. My friends love it.
Who do you think was the biggest winner on this list?
Well, I know we're going to talk about it later, but I think Ariana Dubose definitely deserved her award.
Now, let's talk about who got rocked at the awards ceremony.
Comedian Chris Rock's joke that he'll see Jada Pinkett Smith in the new G.I. Jane movie didn't land for everyone. Pinkett Smith's husband, actor Will Smith, stormed on stage and slapped Rock across the face, saying, "Keep my wife's name out of your mouth." Smith said he did this because the joke came at the expense of his wife's buzz cut, which he says is due to her alopecia. Many thought this was a classic award show setup for shock factor, but it seems as though it was truly unplanned. Smith has since come out and apologized, saying his behavior at the award ceremony was unacceptable and inexcusable.
The Academy has also made a statement condemning Smith's behavior. Definitely a shocking moment from the night. On a more positive note, though, one of the most inspiring moments came in the form of Ariana Dubose's acceptance speech.
The West Side Story actress became only the second Latina to win an Academy Award for her role as Anita in the Steven Spielberg film. Rita Moreno was the first, who also won Best Supporting Actress for the same role in the original, but that was over 50 years ago in 1962. Moreno was in the audience, and when the camera panned to her, she was undoubtedly proud. The actress said, "Now you see why that Anita says, 'I want to be in America,' because even in this weary world that we live in, dreams do come true." Dubose was also the first openly queer woman of color to win an acting Oscar.
What a beautiful moment to come out of a rather shocking ceremony. And that's what's up this week. Tune in next week for more local and entertainment news.
Be sure to follow us on social media. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at IUSTV News.
For What's Up Weekly, I'm Ashton Ackman.
And I'm Callie Lichter. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.